Sam, let's go. Bring your best questions for him. Jack.
Sam, you guys had a lot of guys leave this summer, a lot of big voices, obviously Al Horford, Drew Holiday, those type of guys, and Jayson. I know Jordan mentioned, seeing him not be quite as present as he's dealing with injury has taken an impact too. For you and for Jalen and Derek and Peyton, how has your leadership role changed, and how is the whole team sort of like trying to elevate themselves to make up for those voices being gone?
Well, first off, hello, everybody. Hope summer was great. I think everybody kind of has to take advantage of like an opportunity that might not have been there if Jayson were playing right away this season. I think it's a good opportunity to use our voices a little bit more than we maybe have taken a backseat to an Al or a Drew because of their wisdom and how long they've been in the league. So I think it's a growing opportunity for a lot of guys this year.
Sam, we all saw the video of Jayson, running up and down the court, shooting. I'm sure you've been able to see some of that up close. Just how have you started to see him do more and more as the months have gone on and you guys have been together here in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, he's working his tail off, and ever since I've been back in Boston, he's in early. He's last one out. He's doing everything he can to try to get back and play as soon as possible, and we don't know when that's going to be, but hopefully it's this season. But he's doing everything he can in his power to get back to feeling good and feeling himself, and it's been pretty inspiring just to watch, and it makes you want to do a little bit more on the court when you're seeing him putting in all this extra work and recovery and treatment and all that. So it's been good.
John, back.
How's your back? How are you feeling physically? And you're, as one of the returning guys on a team with a lot of turnover, what kind of like leadership role do you see yourself having this year as opposed to maybe in past years?
Yeah, body's feeling pretty good. Took a lot of time off in the off season, just rest and recovery, which was needed. But in terms of leadership, I think, with the departures of Al, Drew, Luke, KP, I think, it's weird. Quickly enough, I've become one of the longest tenured guys here in a weird way. So I feel, and I've played under Joe for a couple of years already. So just knowing what standards he has each and every day and trying to talk through him to the players and relay that message in the best way I can, and just to help these new faces get acclimated as quickly as possible is really important. And it's, like I said earlier, it's just a growing opportunity in a different way.
Yeah, Sam, along those lines, how do you prepare for that? I mean, probably more minutes, more opportunity, more will be asked of you. How did you approach that?
Sometimes you got to learn by getting thrown in the fire, I guess. So it's exciting. Try to take advantage of it and do the best I can. Try to, whatever that may be. I don't know exactly how it's going to look yet, but it's going to be a big opportunity for a lot of guys.
Sam, do you have individual goals for kind of things you want to try on the court this year that you haven't necessarily gotten the chance to do with such a loaded roster in years past, or parts of your game that like you've been working on behind the scenes that maybe you haven't necessarily done as much as a Celtic?
Yeah, I mean, been working on a lot of things like I do every summer. And I feel like this year I might be able to be put in situations that I haven't, like a ball screen or like a second side action where I'm handling and have to make a right decision, or it's a pass, a shot, whatever it may be. I'm excited for that, and been working on things like that this summer a lot, just in case that's the spot I'm put in. So kind of like I said there, I don't really know how it's going to look this year, but I'm excited for whatever.
Sam, did you ever feel uneasy this offseason, maybe being on the trade block with everything that was going on around the roster?
Yeah, of course. You try to block it out, but you really can't, to be honest with you. But I know it's part of the business. I was prepared for whatever. If I was going to get shipped, great. If not, I stayed, thankfully. Glad to be here. But even if I were shipped, I had no hard feelings here. They've giving me an opportunity when nobody else did. They extended me. So, like, they had to do what they had to do, and I understood it, but I'm glad I'm here, to say the least.
There's been a lot of talk about, bonding experiences this summer, specifically with Jaylen. What have you noticed about his efforts to kind of bring the team together, especially as he's taking on this lead anchor role for you guys?
Yeah, I think he's naturally pretty good at rallying the troops. Like this on Sunday, he had a bunch of guys go with him to the Patriots game. Whoever was available went with him. So like stuff like that is cool, and a lot of guys who went were new faces, and it's a good chance for them to get to know Jaylen, him to get to know them, and create those bonds early, and then hopefully it just skyrockets from there.
Thank you, Sam.